matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Right to the air is Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He will find Cole here, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Kendall Fuller, boy, no problems for him on that play defensively. Really nice tackle for loss.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. From the gun, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 7-7, our score after 1. Second and 14. Now Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
8 inches at the 42-yard line.
Carr now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third and short, Drake. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
93.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 42 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Once again here on second and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. They've got his man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Thomas. Second down and 7. Again, it's Wentz. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon God.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Wentz. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Sly on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Throwing on second and long. Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Brings up third down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
A loss of 10 yards.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. That he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Carr. He's got Renfro on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams, 30 yards. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Wentz. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down Washington.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
The open man here, Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Carr now on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Carlson on for the PAT. it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining. Boy, it just sucked any. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. It wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Being chased out left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So it's a win here for the Raiders. And it was Derek Carr, Charles, who was really the star of the show.
Yeah, he really carved this defense up, didn't he? Threw for almost 400 yards, had 4 touchdown passes, and when he gets back to the locker room, there's a game ball definitely in his future. I can guarantee you that.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Wentz to throw on the first play from scrimmage. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To the end zone. We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington Commanders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway in Southern California. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this 1st quarter of play. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, LA. Jalen Guyton, 49 yards. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize. But when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth 1st quarter play. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. A throw to the flat here from McKissick. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wentz. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 52 yards. And the Commanders have moved out in front. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I showed my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 61 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
That ties the game. 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
34 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Flush to his right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wynn's going to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Wentz. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll go. It's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run the jet sweep. Dotson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The final shot before half for Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18, and out a little across. 5 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Wentz now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action. It's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams, 43 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake. Wentz out to his left. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Wentz. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And Allen's got it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Up the middle with Eckler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Herbert now. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Here's Kelly on 4th down, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. On 4th and goal, Kelly stopped up, and the Commander defense able to hold. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now wins. Complete, it's Dodson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you said...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. He's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this.
And this is caught inside the 5. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Gibson is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. One more time with Gibson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the run. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try to run with Gibson. And this time he is in. Yes. Antonio Gibson taking it in from a yard out. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Commanders 28. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. To throw is Wentz. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Throwing, Herbert. He's got Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Herbert to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Back to throw. Wentz. Under pressure, they got him again. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Looking to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. First and 10 all the way throughout the game, second and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just a yard to go here on second down. A give up from Gibson. Gets hit and he fumbles it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A run here for J.D. McKissick. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. Second and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 26. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on third and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Washington first down.
Once more, Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
Throwing now is Wentz. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had him right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now Wentz on third down. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. A punt formation from the red zone. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. They get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, that field goal would not have won them the game, but it would have put them in the driver's seat. But after the block, Charles, now everything switches.
It certainly does, because you nailed it. The overtime rules. If the offense doesn't score a touchdown, if they kick a field goal, you're going to get another chance. And blocking that attempt right there, now all they have to do is go down and put points on the board. A field goal wins it for them. Hopefully they get in position and not get one blocked as they just did there.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 59 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
10 more yards. And the Chargers first down.
Now Herbert with his first throw in OT. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done. This one on the win column.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.